What's up, Warsaw?
It's the What's Up Warsaw show. All of the upcoming events around the county with the Warsaw Chamber of Commerce. Now, on to the show.
And welcome to Benton County Enterprise TV. I'm Mac Vorce with the Warsaw Chamber of Commerce. What's up, Warsaw? We have had some really exciting stuff going on, and today I have the Benton County Health Department. I have Tammy and I got Barry right here, and we just went through some really incredible stuff here in Warsaw for Benton County, and that was our max vaccine push. Right? It really seemed like it went flawlessly.
Pretty much so.
Pretty much so, yeah. Well, the wait times were minuscule.
Yes, they did not have to wait any significant amount of time, and they sat down. That we went over the process with them. They received their vaccine. They had to sit there 15 minutes. If they had had a history of anaphylactic reaction, anything like that, severe allergies, we had them set 30 minutes, and then they were up and ready to go.
Nice. And this took a very large team to pull off, correct?
Yes, sir.
How many people were there helping?
So
Guess.
there were a lot of different agencies represented. The National Guard, I want to say, had some 35 or 40 people.
Oh, wow. Okay. Way bigger than I was expecting.
The State Emergency Management Agency had some representatives. The Missouri State Highway Patrol, our Benton County Emergency Management, the Benton County CERT team was there volunteering, helping us, and obviously us. And so it took a lot of people to make everything run without any issues.
Right,
and,
right.
You know, there's a lot of work behind the scenes to get ready for it, but everything worked out well, and a lot of compliments. You know.
Good deal, good deal. How many folks do you think we put through that day?
On Thursday, there was, Wednesday was 1,100,
Yep.
close to it.
Oh, wow.
A little
And
over
then-
1,100, and then almost 700 on
Oh,
the
wow. Big numbers.
Yes.
Yes, that is just fantastic. So we're seeing stuff in Benton County. Dr. Gustafson is on the ambulance board, and he gives us updates and stuff also. Where are we sitting at in Benton County right now? Or how-
6%, 6.9%, I believe.
Okay.
It's dropped that low.
Good deal. Good deal. So things that are happening. I know we're looking at some really good news.
Yes, yes.
And you want to go over that a little bit?
Yes, we are looking at, particularly in the school system, where they can drop down to quarantine time if they have been a contact to 10 days. That's big.
That is big.
For students. We're not seeing hardly any positive cases in the school system. If
Something to smile about.
if they do, it's either from family or extracurricular activities on the weekends.
Yeah,
Say like
yeah.
Halloween, we had a surge after that. After your holidays, you do Christmas. But now it is really calmed down, particularly in our nursing homes.
Which is fantastic.
I do believe we have not had a positive resident now for about 2 months.
Wow, that
In
is
all of our
awesome.
Benton County, yeah, and I'm very proud of that. I think the nursing homes are looking at starting to open up a little bit again. So we're really, really excited for those families.
That is just awesome, just awesome. So for the next few months, I guess the same, keep the same patterns going.
Yeah, I believe so. We're still going to be pushing the vaccination clinics, and all that is going to be dependent, obviously, on us receiving the vaccine. But as we get it, we're going to push it, and hopefully you all will help, get the word out and spread the message of those dates and times.
Okay. Will there be another big push like this one?
the 15th, we can start doing Tier 3, which includes your teachers, transportation services, and we do have, I don't know if we're full with appointments yet, but we are going to the schools to administer those to the teachers the week of the 15th.
Oh, okay.
And then we have a mass clinic at the Shriners on the 15th and the 16th
Of March?
or is it the 15th?
The 15th, and then the 17th and 18th will be
Okay.
the second doses for the mass vaccination that we did with the National Guard.
Okay.
So that week will be pretty busy.
That it will be a busy week. How can somebody keep up to date on where the dates are, what times things are happening, that type of stuff?
So probably the most current information is going to be on the Benton County Health Department's Facebook page.
Okay, great.
And then I know a lot of people then reshare, some of our messages and everything. We do try to utilize the radio, and we utilize the newspapers, which unfortunately it's just a one time a week,
Right.
We try.
Hey,
to
Brian, let's go to daily postings for the health department so that we can help keep up the word. So whatever you guys are posting, Brian's in my office. I'm talking to him to remind me. But let's start doing this daily, so then we can help you guys get the word out there as quick as possible. So we'll just be watching your Facebook daily. So any update, we're going to fire it off right away.
Great.
Okay. There's going to be a lot going on, and it is great news for everybody here in Benton County. We really have been quite lucky around here, and I believe it's all the hard work of folks like this and their teams. Again, this is a huge undertaking that you guys are going through. So you should be very proud of yourself.
To be honest, it's very humbling. We've had some really terrific experiences with people listen to their stories, and nothing feels better than being able to vaccinate people and get them protected.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, thank you both for coming today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we are going to talk a little bit about what's happening out at our school district. Be right back, guys.
Hi, I'm Pam Grove, owner and broker of Advantage Real Estate. Our goal is to make you feel at home while you're looking for your home. Our team of professional agents are rooted in the community and proud to call Warsaw home. If you're looking for property, we invite you to stop by and see us. Our goal is to make you glad that you did.
And welcome back to Benton County Enterprise TV. Hey, guess what? I got Dr. Poyser here. One of my favorite times of the month. Actually, we're a week back because of the wonderful month of February we had. Oh my gosh. That was a tough month to get through.
It really was. I've done this a long time, and I've never missed a full week of school. We missed 2, and even though on the 4-day week, we would have missed both Mondays as well.
Anyway,
we just would have. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was no fun for anybody. It was cold and miserable. But now the sun is shining, spring is in the air,
Feels good.
Winter sports are coming to an end.
They are.
The boys basketball team ended their evening Monday night?
Tuesday night. Girls on Monday.
Tuesday night. It was so much fun watching these guys play this year. It really was.
Yes, played hard.
I got to introduce the teams twice.
I love that.
That was awesome, but I totally screwed up 2 kids' grades.
Well,
Joe's like, you messed up those grades, right? I'm like, yes, that's why I didn't say the third person's grade. I confused myself so bad. But it's just so fun because I've seen these kids since they were itty bitty, and now we got Trey Palmer and Austin Brazel graduating. Here they're men now.
Oh, I know. I hate to see him go. Trey had obviously a great career, over 1,000 points, and Austin's one of my favorite kids. He's such a good kid.
He really is.
And he's undersized in the post, but gosh, he did a good job, and he battles. He's a super kid.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss those 2.
Joe's a freshman, Riley Taylor's freshman. But it was really great to hear how guys like this are inspiring them.
bet, absolutely.
They did become team leaders.
You bet.
Next year I really expect big things out of Grant Chapman. He is a hustler.
He is.
I see him in the gym a lot, so I know he's working off the court and on the court.
You bet.
He's getting ready to start track season.
Yeah,
so.
very smart kid,
Yeah.
and a good kid, of course, and Brady Slavin's his junior, right?
Yeah. So we hit Mr. Drain the threes. My gosh.
I thought he really played well down the stretch. You can see a lot of improvement in his game.
Yeah,
so he's fun to watch.
Well, you can really see just the cohesiveness of the team really started stepping up
Yeah,
too.
you bet. And they went 20 days without playing. Well, I mean, I've never had anything like that in the coaching profession. So it was wild, but anyway, those guys they had a good year overall, I thought, and
for sure.
with everything they had to endure.
So board meeting. We had our board meeting.
We did.
Yeah. Any updates for Prop S?
Yeah, we went ahead and the board approved our heating and cooling bid for our new athletic building, and we've gotten a great deal on our material. Big thanks to Ryan Boyer, and I'm gonna mess up the name, so I'll have to come back to you when we do that. It's alumni, and we're gonna get some stuff at cost for that. It's gonna save us probably $25,000-$30,000.
Oh, nice.
It's incredible.
Every time I talk to you, it's about, hey, we came under budget. Hey, we came under budget. Hey, we came under budget.
It's just been unbelievable. We hired and this is also in Prop S, we hired Athletic Services Plus, and I've been around so long, been a lot of places, I get to know a lot of people,
Right.
and so that's been an advantage, and that just means you're old, I guess, Mac, or I'm old, I should.
Or a leader.
Well,
It might be because you're a leader.
We've got a group, a company and it's going to go out to bid next week for our field turf, and that was approved. And boy, I'm really glad we went. They're so impressive. So they're going to do all those requests for proposals and the specs, and so I'm really pleased there. So we're going to open that bid on March 24th, and we're going to start hopefully May 24th and have a new field turf in, and working on scoreboard to hopefully get that in before May 24th.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. That's our Prop S.
The scoreboard. Let's talk about a little of these things, because this is impressive to me. We have several of our chamber members that really stepped up.
They did.
And they signed on the dotted line for a few years to come for this amazing piece of equipment.
Boy, it's really neat. We needed a new play clock, score clock. Our scoreboard's pretty old, and we have a lot of issues there as well, and sound systems, all that's. So these sponsors that have come in, we're pretty much paying for this, and it's digital, and it's going to be so neat to highlight our kid, and not just football, but band, anything. I mean, we use it for, we can have outdoor graduation if we want, and so it's really a neat thing, and it's one of those things we've set up the revenue, because we don't, in school business, other than selling ads, that's about it. I always say we're not Walmart, right? We can't sell more goods and services, right?
Exactly.
So I tell you, this place has been super about supporting the district and those sponsorships, and that's a revenue stream. And then down the road, we'll be able to put some money away. So the next time we have to replace a scoreboard or a turf or whatever,
now it's in the pocket.
It's in the pocket.
Right, exactly, and it's just amazing what the alumni of Warsaw does.
Oh man!
I actually, and we got exciting stuff this Saturday for the alumni. Is the alumni basketball game?
You bet. We're gonna start at 6 o'clock with the girls, and then at about 7:30 is gonna be the boys game, and I'll do a little welcome at 6, and we got pulled pork at 4:30.
Nice.
And a big shout out for Project Grad. Tracy Spry is running that and doing a great job.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to see that kid Tyler Simons play.
Well, he's kind of
he's smiling.
He's still a legend.
Yes,
around
he is.
Here. And so I think those older guys are excited that he's playing, right? So
did you end up on the older team or the younger team?
I'm on the younger team, so I'm playing with Trey and Logan.
Well, that's just not even fair.
Right on my street. Played since I was in middle
I don't. What's the over and under on that? It might be 20 points. I don't know, Mac. We'll see.
What in the first period? What are you talking about? Oh God.
Margin of victory.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So lots of cool stuff happening out there. And we have some other stuff. We have academic excellence right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm excited about that. Again, here's a lot of happy things about springtime coming into
You
summer. Looking forward to it. I see the girls' softball teams are starting to practice.
Yeah,
So-
all that started this week, and we started middle school baseball and softball. That's
Which
new
is
for
just
us.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
think
that
so,
really
too.
picks up a missing age bracket. You know, when I was
It does.
involved with Parks and Rec, it got to a certain age, and then there was Neverland.
Exactly.
And then
That's a good way to
it's
put it.
like just this big empty hole for 1 or 2 years, and then okay,
Yes.
do you get to go into high school sport? So thank you so much. You guys really filled a giant void that our community needs.
Well,
So
thanks.
it's great to
everyone-
have that
yeah,
support.
everyone's excited about it. I appreciate the board supporting that. And I guess the other thing we did on calendar is we approved our calendar and talking about mentioned graduation. We're going to go to Saturday the 22nd, May 22nd. And it's going to be 10 a.m. And we really like, we did July 25th because of COVID, you know, we moved that. And we did the Saturday morning, and we really like that. And then you got the rest of the day to, you know, have your parties, get with your family, and then do Project Grad that night. So we're going to do it again, and we'll see how it goes. But we liked it last year.
Yep, that works out good.
So-
Yep. So after graduation, come down to Drake Harbor for the Outdoor Adventure Show. We're having our Outdoor Adventure Show May 21st and 22nd.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a really cool weekend.
Oh, man,
you
it's
know?
perfect.
If you're looking for a graduation present, we are going to be having vehicles down there, boats, you know, anything, kayaks, bikes,
awesome.
fishing stuff. So great
Awesome.
place to go get your presents for these graduating
There
people.
you go.
Sorry, I had to plug it.
That's a good one. I'll remember that now. It matches up perfect.
Yeah. So graduation, everything seems to be going really good, and something that has been that we've talked about a few times was the effort that the Benton County Health Department has really stepped up for for all of Benton County, but
Yeah.
really for our school district. They really helped a lot, didn't they?
I just can't tell you how impressed I am and how much I appreciate those folks. And I deal with Brooke Dulesky a lot. I mean, we are in constant communication. She's been super. Linda there, V. Brock has been outstanding. Tammy, that was just on here, you know, they've been so good in their communication and helping us through this. You know, we can't take it for granted. We're very fortunate. You know, we haven't missed a day of school because of COVID.
Right.
We pretty much played all of our sports games for the most part, our activities.
That was the weather, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't COVID, right? And so we've been so fortunate, but they have been so good. I just can't brag on them enough and professional in the plan and communication, and it's kept us in school.
Yeah.
And really, and now they're helping us with the shots. Several of our staff members already got shots, and then we're going to finish that up on the 15th. And and you know, they are in a no-win. You talk about no-win
Right.
situation. They take a bunch of bullets, if you will, but man, they're doing a super job. I'm so proud of that group, and thank
Yeah, you know, it's easy to, well, you guys are doing fabulous. So thank you so much.
bet.
It's awesome what the Benton County Health
It
Department
really
has
is.
been able to pull off.
Well, and I've talked to other superintendents across the state, and they have a lot. They have a lot of tough issues,
Right.
and a lot of contradiction, or you know, they're in two counties. One says one says
Right,
the other,
right.
and it's been tough. And boy, I haven't had that. I've been lucky.
Good deal. Good deal. So what's on the horizon? What's right next?
Yeah,
coming up
well,
here
coming
you
up for
guys?
as far as school district, well, on April 6th, we got election. We got a couple board members there that are a couple spots that are open. Brandy Fage is not going to run again. She's
Yeah.
run 2 or 3 times. Super board member. And then, so that's going to happen April 6th.
But the field's pretty stacked.
It is.
For who's running. I'm really proud of
we got,
who's running.
We got some good folks running,
Yeah.
and 5 people for 2 spots. And
Yeah. Which was when I ran. There were a lot of people.
There were
6 or 7
there were
of us.
6, I believe.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. You normally don't see that. And
Yeah.
so we'll
So
do
to
that on
have
6th.
back-to-back elections with 5, 6 deep, thank you guys. That means you're getting involved.
Getting involved,
And
you
it
bet.
really, that's what makes a difference. It really does.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and we'll.
Anybody who's running for school board that wants to come on this show and talk with me, you have a free
Hey,
invite.
that's great. Thank you. That's
I
super.
am going to have Eric Reinertsen.
Yeah.
He's on my board, and I saw he's running for school
running for
board, so
school
he's
board.
coming on. So any one of you guys
Yeah.
want to come on the show, please get a hold of me. and I would just chat. I love talking about the school. I love talking about Benton County. Love it. So let's get your word out. Believe me, take it from me. You got to talk. You got to be out there. And if you really want the spot, you better be vocal. I'm telling you.
You're right.
Yeah, I learned a hard lesson. Mr. Mouth got quiet too soon.
Well, this is a little different place, or a different times, I guess I should say. You got a campaign.
Yeah.
There's some places maybe that's not the case, but
right. Well, it's not. I'm not writing against anyone anymore. It's big, that's what makes great boards. People are involved. People are getting into it. So don't forget about the Warsaw Alumni Game this Saturday. You'll be present. All kinds of things going on. Pulled pork sandwiches. How can you go wrong there?
You just can't.
Food and entertainment.
Hey, it's great.
Right.
We're getting out.
And community. Yeah. That's what I love about the Alumni Game. It brings back all these folks, and the sense of community that's in that building for those hours it's just off the charts.
It is. That's when all this started last year, and we had to cancel. We went that morning, and so to be able to have that this year really feels good.
Yeah, it really does. Really does. Well, thank you for taking time today. We really appreciate it. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and after this, we're going to hear some really cool stuff from the American Legion. Thanks, guys. Be right back.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
And welcome back to Benton County Enterprise TV. Hey, guess what? I got Barry White here. Barry is involved with American Legion Post 217.
Yes, I am. I'm the first vice commander.
Say that again?
The first vice commander.
Nice. It just sounded cool. I wanted him to say it twice. And the American Legion does a lot for our community. I've been involved with them for a couple of different events. And this event that we're talking about, really, I get to see on a daily basis.
Yes,
what we're talking about is the flag retirement box that was sitting out in front of the community building.
Yes.
And as we were chatting, it needed some help.
It needed a lot of work.
A lot of help.
It's needed it for a while.
Right. So a team was formed, and it was really great how this whole project came together. Yep. As you can see, the box was really old looking, but a lot of grinding going on.
It needed a lot of work. My son helped out at the beginning with the metal fabrication work, removing some of the rust. Getting it ready for sandblasting.
Yeah, sandblasting and painting. Yes. And another person joins in. C.A. Robb out at Carb Paint and Body.
And Kurt Prue. They kind of took over on the blasting, the priming, the painting, put in a sealer coat on it, getting the gold put on the edges.
The gold really
stands out.
Awesome.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and then after the paint went in, then the graphics started.
The vinyl graphics.
Yeah. So Regina and Rob.
Yeah, Regina helped me bring my idea to design.
Nice.
She had it printed, and then her and Rob came down and did the installation on it. It's beautiful. It's a flawless installation. Then back to CA and Kurt to put a clear coat on to help preserve it. And then we get down to installation.
Yeah, and that the install was awesome too. And this sits right outside the community building. All right. So the install is really interesting because it's not just bolted in place.
Correct.
It is the attention to detail that was put in.
My son got down on the ground on all four with an artist brush, touched up every place where a wrench might have dinged it.
Yeah.
Anywhere that during installation might have gotten messed up, and it's sharp, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
really stands out.
it's really great. And, the crew of guys that this was a big team that put it together.
It was.
It was great that we had to be able to chat outside the building, and it really gives us a sense of community.
It sure does. I noticed around here, ever since I retired from the Coast Guard and moved here, the presence of Americanism, and that is the adherence to the values that our country was founded on and the ideals. Everywhere you turn, there's an American flag flying. And people have a need to want to properly retire their flags. They missed the box when it was taken down.
I'm telling you, I did not realize it, how many people per week come to the flag box.
That's right.
Not until it was gone and I had these stacks of flags in my chair, then how important it was.
That's right. Every year on the 4th of July, the American Legion has a formal ceremony where the flags were officially retired. They're set on fire. There's hundreds and hundreds of flags that we retire every year. It's absolutely amazing for a community this size to have that much involvement. And not only flying their flags, but wanting to properly dispose of them and retire them when they're no longer serviceable.
And it's so respectful.
It is.
That's what's so nice about it. Brian in my office, he's new into our area too, but he's picking up what the community's all about. It was something that he said to me. He goes, "I'm really glad that people take this so seriously."
They do.
And they really, really do. We get calls on the phone, "Hey, is there any way we can contact so-and-so? Their flag is not in great shape."
Yeah, we get calls at the American Legion. Where's the flag box? We get calls all the time about flag questions. And it's great that people want to display and properly dispose of their flags with dignity and respect.
Yeah.
We also can be contacted on our Facebook page, American Legion Post 217 on Facebook. And just if you have a question about how to display your flag or what to do with it, or concerns about flag displays, just drop us a message.
Flag etiquette.
Flag etiquette. Flag etiquette is actually covered by the Federal Code of Regulations. It's non-punitive. So there are no penalties for not following, but there's a very strict procedure and guidelines how to display, when to display, what to display, and then what to do with your flags after they're
So Denise Reno had a great rendition of the anthem for the ribbon cutting.
At the ribbon cutting and dedication ceremony that we had. It was a great event. A lot of folks showed up. We had some flags retired, officially retired after the rededication of the box, which was dedicated to the good citizens of Benton County. I thought it was important to recognize their participation in Americanism.
I think they were dropping the flags in while they were tightening the bolts.
Exactly.
There was stuff in there the next morning.
Exactly. Somebody found out that the box was back, and the very next morning there were flags in there.
Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. And if you haven't been out by the American Legion lately, go out there. You know, Barry and I got to have a wonderful conversation down at the office, and you'll see, if you haven't been out there for a while, you'll see something that really is near and dear to your heart.
It is. We put up a fleet services display to recognize the sailing services, the Navy and the Coast Guard. It's a really large anchor and a couple.
It is large.
A couple of air funnels off an old World War II Liberty ship. That was another team project that I had to lead on, but there were lots of hands involved in it. And it's absolutely beautiful. If you drive down Wildcat, you can't miss it.
Yeah, I suggest you drive down Wildcat so you don't miss it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be a member of the American Legion. You don't have to be a veteran to become involved in veteran causes. Reach out to us. There might be a project that you might want to help with.
Yeah.
If you have a project you want us to help with, reach out to us.
Another thing, if you have questions about your benefits, they have a wonderful person down there, Jim Burrows, that is...
He's the service officer.
Service officer?
Service officer,
okay.
yes.
He is helping veterans get what they deserve.
Exactly, whether it's from getting your discharge documents replaced, copies of your medical records which may have been lost, benefits that you might be eligible for, anywhere from educational benefits to financial benefits for disabilities. Receive while in service. Jim's the guy, he can really help you out.
Yeah, it's just awesome. So please swing by the community building and retire your flag properly. This box just makes you smile.
It does.
It's really cool because it's what, a 1953?
It's a 1953 U.S. Post Office mailbox.
Yeah.
And if I could, I'd like to talk about the graphic layout.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Naturally, it has an American flag. The American flag on it is draped, representing flags draped over a coffin. On the sides, the graphics show the soldier's battlefield cross. That's the boots with the rifle and the helmet. And below that, or above that, is the POW MIA emblem. And then the gold trim that we have is very specific. It's in recognition of our Gold Star families who have lost a family member in combat.
Okay. And we are a Gold Star community.
We are a Gold Star community. We have the Gold Star display down next to the harbor. Check it out. See it. It's a very patriotic American community, and that's why I choose to continue to live here.
Nice. Well, guys, it's American Legion Post 217 is doing amazing things, and they have several levels inside this organization.
Correct.
Sons and daughters.
I do want to mention that it's not just the American Legion, it's the American Legion family.
Right.
We have the Sons of the American Legion, we have the American Legion Auxiliary, we have the American Legion Riders, and we have the American Legion Post itself. So there are different organizations which allow people who weren't necessarily veterans to support veteran causes and community efforts.
Yeah, it's just amazing. So get out and about, swing by my office right at the Warsaw Community Building, and please check this retirement box out. It is just gorgeous. And Barry,
bring your flag.
Yeah, bring your flag. And thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me.
We really
here
appreciate your service. We appreciate everything you're giving to our community too. It takes leaders, and this is one of our leaders, you guys. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break and be right back. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Luke Beeman with Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. We're located north of Warsaw on Highway 65. We have 14 real estate agents with 275 combined real estate years of experience. Give us a call at 660-438-7228. Please visit us on our website, reeseandnichols.com.
And welcome back to Benton County Enterprise TV. Hey, guess what? I got Eric here. Eric is one of our board members. He's been on the show a lot here lately because he does a lot. And when you do a lot, you're going to get talked about. And nice thing is he's doing a lot of good things, so we're hearing a lot of good things about Eric. You keep very, very busy. You just got done with districts for the youth wrestling, Warsaw Youth Wrestling. Kind of walk us through, how did we even get districts?
So it started with a lot of, we had a tournament earlier in the year. They liked how it ran. Also, the good thing with this year was the way with COVID and stuff, there, a lot of the schools that normally would host districts up in Lee Summit area couldn't do anything. Okay. So we kind of, there was a little bit of default in there, but it was pretty nice that we actually got to host districts and didn't have to drive. We normally drive hour and a half, 2 hours on a weekend to go to districts.
Yeah.
And
it was great. I got to go out and help again. I always appreciate being invited to these things. Got to run a table, saw amazing youth wrestlers. But what I really was interesting to me, and we've been talking about this for weeks now, is the group of people who are actually taking charge now, right? We're definitely seeing a huge shift in age brackets. There's people like me that are in my 50s now, I'm 52. So Joe's in 9th grade. So really 3 more years for him for mountain bike racing for our NICA club. And I need parents following up so that the programs continue. So your son Sean,
Yes.
which congratulations, made one district.
Yes.
Right, which is phenomenal. But now, so you have him. Is this the last year for him, or
No,
two more years?
he is this year, and then next year will be his
Okay.
last year for youth wrestling.
For youth wrestling.
Yep.
But because of your younger son, you're in for several more years.
So yes, and I have a big family too. So I have a 6-year-old, and then I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and then another daughter. But I think that the good thing is with girls wrestling too is it's starting to get big.
Right, right.
And if you saw, there was some girl wrestlers there that were beating up on the boys.
Yes.
So, we could be doing this for
for years to come.
Yeah, for another 12
But-
years.
But what we always talk about is you got to be recruiting into the younger kids. Those parents need to get involved and start learning it, how to run the organizations, volunteering. Events do not happen without volunteers.
No.
Period. End.
We had a lot of both tournaments. We had a lot of good volunteers, people willing to put in the hours, and that really helped. And like you said, the people running the tournament couldn't happen without them, but it definitely couldn't happen without the volunteers. You have to have volunteers to make those events successful.
The Warsaw Chamber of Commerce, we're putting on a show May 21st and 22nd, and we're going to need volunteers. It's an outdoor adventure expo. It's our first one.
Yes.
Really, really excited about it. Hunting and fishing show got canceled early on, like almost right away, right when I first took over. We already knew. We already knew that it was, or right when I came back. We already knew that was on the chopping block, so we just moved forward, and we cannot afford to lose any momentum.
No.
So we went with this outdoor adventure expo, and we are filling up quickly, but we need volunteers. Just get a hold of me, 438-5922. Being a volunteer is so rewarding, right? This is my call. Hey, Mac, did I wake you? Well, it's 7 o'clock on Sunday morning. What can I do for you? But you got to be ready to go. You got to be ready to go. If you need help, you got to ask people. And that's one of the hardest things to do is ask for the help, isn't it?
Yes, it definitely is. Especially when people have already donated their time so much. It's then when you ask for one more thing, it's like, I got, I got to ask, that's the hardest thing to do is just to ask for the help.
And I'm telling you, just to watch these families go through these things, you see some smiling and some crying, but they're all building blocks of life, and that's really cool about it. So you have been involved with sports, you've been involved with the chamber, this is your 6th year involved with the chamber. And since you are coming off the board after this year, you have decided to run for school board.
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Well, once again, like we talked before, with the chamber, I was busy with that.
Right.
Now I'm getting off the chamber. If you want change, and if you want to be involved in things, you got to be directly involved. And I have a son that's 7th grade. I have
and a herd coming up.
I have a herd, yes. Kindergarten, preschool, and then 2 more right behind them. So I'm invested. I've lived here for 15 years now, 16, and so I've been invested. But now it's time to take that next step and really be more involved.
The thing I like about you putting your hat into the ring for this is you get to talk to a lot of the age bracket in the high school and the development of the future workers around here. It's not an easy task at all, but you really get to influence them, but you get to listen to a lot of them too. So you have a lot of insight what they've been going through in our school district.
Definitely, and I employ a lot of these kids, and I always feel good about myself. It makes me feel good about myself when these kids end up leaving me and moving on to bigger, better things.
Right.
I have a couple people in the past that have worked for me for a long time and worked for me through college and went on to be do things with their career, and to me that makes me feel good that I helped directly influence this kid's life. And that's kind of what I want to do with the school board is, make sure I'm there helping with the decisions for the whole district.
Right, right.
What makes the best, most sense for the district for all the kids, not just my own kids.
Right.
But I feel like if I help all the kids, then obviously I'll be helping my own kids as well.
Right, absolutely, yeah, and that's why I wanted to get involved with it. Is I was very passionate about making sure decisions are being made, and critical thinking.
Yes.
Do you have a reason why you're saying no? Do you have that reason? Do you have the reason why you're saying yes?
Yes.
You cannot use the phrase, I didn't have enough time. I do not like that phrase. I didn't have enough time to read the material that was given to me. Make it important, right?
Yes. If it's important to you, you'll make time. Just like in the workforce, anything you do, if it's important to you, you'll make time and you'll have the information you need right in front of you.
Right, right. And this is dedication. This is giving part of yourself away for the betterment of the community.
Yes.
So I look at the school, and most of the time I'm all about the happy side of life. That's just how I live. I really enjoy talking about really great things, and I hear a lot of great things about our school district. What is there? Are you thinking, oh, I got to go in and change this? Are you thinking, well, I want to be a player and really get caught up and see where everyone's at? What angle are you coming at the school board?
Probably the later of that, because I've been involved. I've been so busy with a lot of things, so I got to get in there, and I know there's some issues here and some issues there, but I really got to get in there and kind of see what everybody else is thinking, and because like you said, we got to figure out. On certain things, why people are saying yes to certain things, and why people are saying no to certain things, and just go all in.
Right, right. Are you going to be one that questions other board members?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes, because
I knew that answer because you used to see them at our board meetings.
Yes,
but not in a bad way.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. Hey, let's have a good dialogue. Let's get to a common ground, and let's make decisions.
Yes, and you got to have a reason why you make that decision. Like you said, it can't be, well, I wasn't sure, so I went with this answer. No, you got to. I want to know why we went with that answer, whether it be yes or no, and and then we could talk about it, and there may not really necessarily be a correct, a right or wrong, but you got to know why people are voting that way.
Right, right. So, good luck. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Anyone who's running for school board, I respect you. I absolutely do, because I know that you're willing to give your time to the community for whatever you think in your head is a better reason. So hats off to anyone who puts their hat into the ring for this kind of stuff. Hats off to you. I think it is awesome. So good luck to you. And like I said earlier, any one of the candidates that want to come on the show and have a talk, we're all open for it.
Yes.
Again, open dialogue gets stuff done. So it's really, really cool. Really cool to see that's going on. So this is What's Up Warsaw, and guess what? There's a lot what's up right now because we're coming into a weekend. This weekend is the alumni basketball game. Are you headed out to that? Or are you reffing?
I'm supposed to ref that night. I've talked to Tracy about that.
Let's get you off of reffing.
I know.
And let's get you on the floor because Mr. Tyler Simons over here says I can ball against Eric.
I don't know about that.
You both of them looked at each other.
A little halftime show.
Yeah,
maybe a little halftime show. I'm going to be in Kansas City that morning with regionals because my son's fighting to go to state.
Yep.
So I'm hoping to be back in time.
Okay.
I think I should be good on time. That's going to be the biggest thing.
So we have the alumni game this weekend. Next weekend is the Truman Lake Adventure Club 5K up in Cole Camp. Right? So March is really going crazy because you also have the Pubs and Poker on March 20th and you have the FFA Blue Jacket Trivia Night on March 20th. So you can go to the Pubs and Poker and then you can go and try to do trivia. Maybe not, I don't know. But I suggest both events, all right? Then April really starts picking it up. The Adventure Club, they have a 5K run in Warsaw, a 5 and 10K run on April 10th. And there's a disc golf tournament at MK White Park April 10th. April 17th is the off-road adventure run at Truman Lake Mountain Bike Park. And then the 18th is the Come and Get Some mountain bike race out there.
It's busy.
Yeah, so that's April. May we get to have our outdoor adventure expo. Guys, this is awesome. It's going to be a Friday and Saturday night. Friday night, we're going to have live music, food, drinks. It's going to be fun. We have all kinds of cool stuff already signed up. Huge spots, 24 feet by 48 foot. Boats, RVs, side-by-sides, overlanding, the Moore Expo. Christopher Holloway's coming. He's going to set up a really cool camping area. Deer Rest Campground. We got land sales from Missouri Land Sales. The Corps, the Water Patrol, Conservation.
A lot going on.
Yeah. Harms Lures, Kids Need to Fish, the Adventure Club, Warsaw Adventures. It's just amazing how fast. We still need vendors. We are taking new and used equipment. Get a hold of me, 438-5922, and we'll get you set up with a booth. Booths are cheap. A 12 by 12 is $55. You want some big spaces? I got big spaces too. They go up to $265 for the really big ones. But $1 per trailer. $1 per trailer's gonna be there too. It's just amazing. Every day we're just picking up more and more, so it's really neat. The Warsaw Chamber of Commerce is very busy, you guys. Our board is very passionate about getting things happening here. We work very, very closely with Benton County Tourism and Joanne Lane with Benton County Economics. There is a couple of surveys out there. One is a speed test and one is a workforce development. We'll post those links up again. But tons and tons of stuff going on. Thank you for everybody that does stuff for our community. Thank you for your time. It's awesome.
Thank you for everything you do for us.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
I just love it. So get out and about, enjoy Benton County and wonderful, beautiful Warsaw. The lake is thawing. The trails are cleaning up. It's just gonna be an amazing month, you guys. We're going to keep you busy. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
This has been a BCE TV production. Thank you for watching.